I always say that bicycles are magical. It's a different view of the city. It's a different view of the bike paths and how you can get around.
People need opportunities to connect with each other in a safe, beautiful space. We want to make these parks great public spaces for the entire community.
The Bay Area Trails Collaborative is a coalition of more than 50 organizations and agencies and businesses working together to achieve this big vision of a 2,700-mile network of trails connecting the entire Bay Area.
Over the past 10 years, we've ushered in hundreds of miles of additional bike lanes, bicycle infrastructure, improved parks.
We identified a handful of projects that are top priority, including the Richmond Greenway and the West Oakland Link, because they are catalysts and it close really important gaps in the network that open up a lot of other possibilities.
The Richmond Greenway has an interesting history. For residents who live here, is a symbol. It's the actual dividing line, the physical dividing line between two neighborhoods in Richmond, central Richmond and south side of Richmond. It's so powerful to actually transform this greenway that used to be seen as like a scar, transform it into this incredible public space where it's a space of peace and harmonies.
We're in the park where the Richmond Greenway is, and being able to show people how to use that to get to the other side and connect with the Lohry Greenway. It also highlights the importance of connectivity.
One of the most inspirational things about the Richmond Greenway is how the community has really embraced it in so many different ways and brought their creativity and their vision.
We hire and empower a core team of residents from this community to actually do the design, building, and now all of the managing of these public spaces.
We give out bikes. We've given away over 3,500 bikes since we started. And with every bike that we provide somebody, that's a whole nother connection. People remember that, and it kind of fosters that culture of if somebody needs help, do what you can.
The West Oakland Link is extremely important for offering the community a chance to access the waterfront and to provide a transportation link between Oakland and San Francisco. If we're able to provide a new mode for people to cross the bay that is cheaper than any other mode and in a lot of cases is going to be more efficient and faster, I think we'll really be able to catalyze people getting out there on bicycles and really help energize the entire active transportation network. By making sure the community has an involvement in that process, that we will be able to really meet the needs of the community and deliver something that the community can be proud of.
I was invited to a meeting to talk about public health and asthma and respiratory problems in West Oakland and how the West Oakland community needed another type of engagement process for residents to be the advocates around these issues. We want to flip that narrative to be more centered about what the impacted residents see based on their experiences and expertise that support them having clean air the same as people in more affluent communities.
The kind of building from the inside out approach and process is really the only way to bring these public spaces to life.
Funding projects is always one of the most challenging issues that we face, and luckily we've been able to get a grant from the California Transportation Commission, an active transportation grant that will serve as our seed funding as we build out the rest of the funding for the project.
The active transportation program is the single biggest source of trail funding in California. This program has invested tens of millions of dollars in trails in the Bay Area, accelerating our completion of this network, including important projects like the Richmond Greenway and the West Oakland Link.
When you create the destination, it creates an epicenter of energy.
When we complete the Bay Area Regional Trail Network, it'll be transformative in so many ways. It'll provide equitable access to trails for all communities across the Bay Area. It will close those connections so you can actually bike and walk to places that maybe you used to drive to. It'll be transformational for the millions of people in the Bay Area who use it every year.